What's up, everybody? I am Matt Small here, owner of Tye-Dyed Iguana, and I want to show you how to set up your cricket container with your crickets. So I'm going to assume here that you're using some sort of, we call these faunariums or critter cages or critter keepers. There's 1,000 different names. At the end of the day, it is a plastic container in which your crickets will live. So a few ways to set this up. So your cricket keeper, now this is a used cricket keeper I pulled off of our clearance table, so please don't judge me on the cleanliness of this, whereas this is actually brand new. This, in my opinion, is the ideal way to do this. So these cricket containers, they come with these little ramps. Again, this is a used container, so don't mind the grime on it. What we're going to do with these is we're going to put the cricket food and the cricket water into those containers. So our cricket food is a powder, and that's the food that they eat. And the cricket water, this is like a type of gelatin that they will drink from. Now, we do sell an all-in-one version of these, but I'm going to be completely honest, this is the way to go. The all-in-one version, once the crickets suck the moisture out of it, it's trash and you have to throw it away. Whereas here, your food will last about twice as long as your cricket water. So you'll put your cricket food into one little tray, your cricket water into another, you will dump your crickets into the bin, and then you'll put the lid on with these tubes. And now what happens is your crickets will climb into the tubes, so at feeding time, you just take your tube, you will transfer the crickets to another bag for the calcium dusting, and then you will feed the animal. Well, Matt, what if I don't have a cricket container? Funny you should ask. That's where this comes into play. So this is what we call our faunarium, or our cricket keeper. Again, this can be any container. This can be a 10-gallon tank for all it matters. What you're gonna do in this case, since we don't have tubes and it doesn't come with fun little trays, is we're often going to use like a soda cap or a milk cap. And you'll put two of them in here. One has the cricket food, one has the cricket water. And then at that point, you can do a couple things. I like to use toilet paper tubes, and I will just stack the toilet paper tubes in here with the food and water on this side. This way, when it's time to feed, you can pull the toilet paper tube out, shake it into a bag, and that'll be very similar to pulling this tube out. This is just kind of the more economical way to do it. You can also use egg crate. We do sell egg crate here, and we will also put it in your bag of crickets when you buy crickets. The egg crate would take place of the tubes, and it lets the crickets climb on it. It's just a little bit more difficult to work with when it comes to getting the crickets out of the bag. We always keep toilet paper and paper towel tubes here. So if you're in need of these, when you come and buy some crickets, just ask. Say, hey, can I get some toilet paper tubes? There's not a charge for them. Once you have your food and water in and your tubes, your cricket container is ready to go. And that is how you set up your cricket container.